Valentine's Day 2004. My best Valentine's Day ever. Not because I had an amazing experience with a certain Kelsey Furley, but because it was a day that would go down in history. A day that would forever be remembered as Redemption Day. The day that I proved to the sophomore class of Lincoln Northwest High School that I, Corey Martin Craig, was not to be f***ed around with. You see, I was the one in school that everyone knew, but didn't necessarily have a clique. I wasn't a popular jock, although I played sports. I wasn't a goth, although I owned a couple black shirts. And I wasn't a nerd, although I do remember buying a Pokemon starter set kit because I thought it would be fun to try out. I was just me, Corey. I guess you could say I was a class clown. That had its pros and cons. Pros being kids laughed at me and people liked me, and I could normally hang out with whatever group I felt like hanging out with on any given day. Well, except the jocks. That was the con of being a jokester. The jocks didn't like me because they always wanted to be the center of attention, so when I got laughs from their pretty little girlfriends, they tried to get even with me. But that was going to change. Permanently. The Four Musketeers. Kevin Bentwinger, Tyler Newkirk, Alex Hallamang, and Taylor Warren. If high school had the dream team of all-star jocks, these four bags were it. The ringleader, Kevin with bulging and rippling muscles. Tyler with a revved up Chevy truck that read, "It's a redneck thing," on the back window. Alex with his yo mama jokes, and fucking Taylor, who looked like he ran into a tree every morning because his hair stuck straight up in the air in the front at a point. I still hate that fucking haircut to this day because of that fucking motherfucker. Well, about a week before that glorious February 14th, after successfully completely destroying a Miss Abrams English class with laughter, the thought they would get even with me. They glued my locker shut to teach me a lesson. Lesson being, that is what your mouth should do, stay shut. The four of them waited for me to get to my locker and watched me fail trying to open it, and Hallamang uttered, "Take that, needle," as I turned around and saw the four of them laughing and pointing at me. Well, that was enough. F*** them. F*** those motherfuckers with a passion. F*** them. Ah! Student council was always trying to raise money, either by selling popcorn on Fridays for 25 cents a bag or having $5 Saturday dances. Well, for Valentine's Day, they got an amazing idea. Sell rosegrams for $1 a piece. A rosegram was a note you would fill out and have delivered to your Valentine by the student council members, 4th period on Valentine's Day. The thing is, the overachieving student council didn't pre-check any of the grams. You could send them to whoever you wanted. So that was my ticket to payback. On Friday, I walked up to the student council booth at lunch and set down a crisp $5 bill. Katie Segamoser looked at me a little questionable and asked me if I wanted change, and I told her, "No, 5 please." She obliged and handed me a pen and 5 grams to fill out. I started writing quickly, and thus began my vengeful plan. First was Kevin's gram, of which I sent to Mr. Neely, principal of the school. The note, "Mr. Neely, I want to on your peener. I am down to go downtown. Let me know, ho, for show. Kevin Bentwinger." Then came Tyler's gram, of which I sent to Megan Trump. Megan was an ugly duckling who had always had a crush on Tyler, and I felt a little bad for bringing Megan into the mix, but it needed to be done. The note read, "To Megan, from Tyler Newkirk. I know I've never really talked to you, but it's because I am so nervous around your beauty. We should go out sometime. XOXO. Finally, it came down to Alex and Taylor. I sent a gram from Alex to Taylor and one from Taylor to Alex. Alex's read, "T, dude, even if you don't want this to happen, please don't tell Kevin and Tyler that I said this, but we are best buds, and I don't know, but it's just I think I might like you more than that. I know, a little weird, but I just had to tell you this. I guess, well, I love you. Al." Taylor's read, "Al, dude, I think I like you more than a friend. I think I might have a crush on you. Don't tell anyone, but I just had to tell you this on this special day. Hope you like me too. T." Oh, and the final gram? Well, I sent that to Kevin, the biggest of them all. It read, "Kevin, take that, signed your secret admirer." I gave all 5 grams back to Katie with a little grin, told her to have a great day and thank you so much for doing this. Valentine's Day came around and it seemed like forever until 4th period. But it came, and I waited and waited And finally it happened. The Grams were passed out. By the end of the day, Kevin got called into Neely's office. Tyler got cursed out by Megan and her friends for thinking it was funny to make fun of her as she cried hysterically. It was great. I later took Megan to a $5 dance to make up for what I did, telling her about the revenge, and she thought it was pure brilliance. And Alex and Taylor didn't talk to each other for a good couple of days for fear of the possibility of having a crush on one another. It was glorious. Success. Those four never f***ed with me again. I later told Kevin that I was the secret admirer, and I got my props. He knew I had topped their little locker stunt. I was King Corey, not to be f***ed with. The funny thing is, after they found out it was me, they all thought I was cool, and sometimes I hung out with them. Oh, redemption. That will go down in history as my best Valentine's Day ever.